and welcome back to another video from Techcanvass. In today's video, we are going to go through questions which can come into PMP exam. The type of questions and how to answer those questions. You're just going to get a gist of what exactly happens and how to answer a question in a PMP exam. Alright, so let's start with the video. So as you can see, the PMP exam is composed of 180 questions. Out of these, 5 are pre-tests that do not affect your score. However, they are random throughout the exam and you cannot distinguish them other than scoreable questions. As you can see, the new outline in the PMP exam has 3 domains: people, process, and business environment. People has a percentage of 42% in terms of questions, wherein process has the maximum percentage, which is 50%, and business environment has 8% of the overall questions that come into the PMP exam. Okay then, so we are going to move to questions here and how to give an answer to these questions. All right. So question number 1. You have just been assigned as the project manager for an ongoing project in your company. You have discovered that there's no project charter that describes the responsibility and authorities of the project manager. When you talked to the project sponsor about the issue, he told you that nobody in the company even knows what a project charter is or what purpose it serves. He also told you that your company has executed numerous projects in the past without ever using a project charter. However, he asked you to prepare one just in case it is really a necessary project document. Where should you look for a project charter template to update in order to meet your project requirements? Now, if you can see the options provided, the first option is project business case. The second option is enterprise environmental factor. The third option is project statement of work. And the fourth option is organizational process assets. By looking at this question, usually you will see that the templates for project documents are found in the organizational process assets. So most of the people are going to select organizational process asset, which is the D option. Now let's see what is the answer for this question and the explanation around that answer. All right. So the answer for this question is enterprise environmental factors. Now a bit of explanation why EEF. So your organization has never created a project charter in the past. So you must find a project charter template to update in order to create a project charter for your project. So this is going to be a tricky question, guys, and the answer for this, as I said, is EEF. So usually templates for project documents are found in the organizational process assets that most of you guys have selected D. However, in this scenario, your company has never developed a project charter. So you cannot find that template in OPA. You can find that template for a project charter on website or in any commercial database, which are included in EEF or Enterprise Environmental Factors. Now to explain it in a better manner, I'm going to just define the difference between the OPA, which is Organizational Process Assets, and EEF, which is Enterprise Environmental Factors. The organizational process assets refer to all the implicit inputs or assets on process used by an organization in operating their business. This may include business plans, processes, policies, protocols, and knowledge. While the enterprise environmental factors may be branched into two categories: internal and external to the organization. Organization process assets is internal to the organization, while the EEF is internal or can be external. So it may come from the project or programs or portfolios or documentation or any other record in a said organization. So the OPA are further divided into process, policies, and procedures, then the corporate knowledge base, and then the team and SME knowledge. So, in short, since your organization has never used a project charter, the only place you can find your project charter is in website or in commercial data. That is why EEF is the answer to this question and not OPA. Moving on to another question. All right. So the question here says you are in the process of identifying the responsibilities of the different level of management associated with projects. What distinguishing factors can you tell them are inherent to a portfolio manager? Now we see four different options here. The first option is provide governance for a group of project, select project for the organization, identifies a project return on investment. The second option is provide governance for a group of projects, provide advice to project managers on individual projects, or select projects for the organization. The third option is provide the finances required by the project leads, the project until it is formally authorized, identifies risk related to undertaking the project. The fourth option here is provide the finances required by the project, communicates with all the stakeholders, and select projects for the organization. Now, looking at the options here, we need to first understand what is the responsibilities of a portfolio manager. So, to start with, the portfolio manager are responsible for high level governance of the project. So, if you can see, it says provide governance for a project in option A and option B. But it says high level governance for the projects within their portfolios. They lead the project selection process for the organization by identifying the value of the project to the organization, and as such, identifying the projected return on investment. They also have a mandate of identifying potential risk associated with taking on the project. Now, while I was describing the responsibilities of the project manager, the one which is closest to all of them is A. So basically, the responsibilities of portfolio manager is to provide client consultation to develop investment objectives, to provide advice and guidance for investment opportunities to customer, to create reports on investment performance and activities, and to communicate with clients about their accounts, market conditions, and economic trends. In short, A option is the responsibility which the portfolio manager has to fulfill. A portfolio manager looks into the governance for a group. So, the first responsibility is governance for a group of projects. So, C and D are opted out because there is no mention of governance for a group. So, the only option we are left with is A and B. Now, they also lead project selection. So if you can see the option A, it says select project for the organization. Hence the answer for this question is A. Before we end this video today, a final tip on the situational PMP questions. Try not to overthink the situation. A real life situation may have a multitude of factors and considerations that cannot be represented in a single exam question. Try not to think of too many what if, what about scenarios, or fixate that this would never happen in the real world. Remember that the situational question aims to test how you apply the theoretical knowledge. Focus on answering the question with the given information and your project management knowledge. I hope you have liked the video today. Thank you very much for watching this video. For any questions, please feel free to email us at info@techcanvass.com. You can also visit us at www.techcanvass.com. You can also call us at +91 93255 66777. Thank you.